What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Watch for Falling Coconut. So they're calling this one a Citra, Dorado and Sabro-hopped American Pale Ale brewed with coconut. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. This can is approximately 5 weeks old. And I want to give a huge thanks, shout out once again to Hop Butcher for this beer. So big thanks to them. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with in such a cool box this time around. They hooked me up with 12 unique beers, and 11 of them I am reviewing because I've never had them before. And I think 4 of them are released exclusively in their taproom / new retail store at their brand new brewery in Chicago. So this is one of those exclusives, I believe. And it's pretty damn cool because if you follow the channel, you know I love coconut. And the fact they're using Sabro to maybe bump that up a little bit, it's an American Pale Ale at 6%. I'm totally into it. Anyway, let's crack this one open and get into the glass. Now, they did release this one before, but they retired the beer, and I have no nails, so will I be able to get into this? Yes. It was a few differences. The hop blend was a little bit different. It was 5.5%, and it was brewed with pineapple. So this is like the new recipe, I believe. So I think that's pretty cool, and it's an exclusive in their taproom. This is not making distro as far as I know. I could be wrong, but that's at least what it said on the website. So anyway, we'll do something like that, get the beer over here. And I love the black and yellow label. It's, you know, here in Buffalo, we just got dumped on with, 6-7 feet of snow. Here in my area, we got like just over a foot, but man, this is definitely not the beer you think you'd be drinking right now here in the Western New York area, but I'm here for it. Anyway, has that bright, vibrant honey orange color. On camera, it's definitely going to look more dull, maybe even darker. About a finger of this eggshell white, super creamy looking head. Beautiful looking beer, very hazy, murky, turbid, the whole nine. Let's get nose. Oh yeah, that's nice. So it has a fresh coconut kind of scent to it. Almost like coconut cream. It's a little underlying citrus, like orange, grapefruit, touch of pineapple, smidge of like pina colada vibes. Not overbearing. I mean, I figure the old recipe had coconut and pineapple. They removed the pineapple for some reason. Maybe it was too much like pina colada and kind of dominated the beer. But I think the hops are giving off the essence of pina colada as is. Doesn't smell overly sweet though. Has this nice like dank herbaceousness to it. Maybe a touch of like a cotton candy. They say that occasionally on the tasting notes of some of their beers, and typically when they say that, I get like bubblegum, or if a brewery says bubblegum, a lot of times I'll get cotton candy. I don't know if they're going to say that because I didn't look at the tasting notes, but I'm just saying cotton candy. Smells really good. It actually has a very boisterous and kind of in-your-face aroma for something that's 6%, and I'm here for it. So let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. And oh yeah, congratulations to Hop Butcher on the opening of their new brewery. I can't wait to get down there at some point in the next year or two. I'm super stoked. Cheers. Freshly like shredded coconut right from the get-go. Say this right now, I'm going to probably enjoy this one more than the average person, only because I love coconut. When it comes to beers, I'm typically more of like a toasted coconut character from a barrel-aged beer, more so than like actual fresh coconut in a beer. And I do prefer toasted coconut over like raw coconut. But this has a beautiful kind of just subtle yet distinct, like shredded coconut, like fresh shredded coconut kind of vibe. But this one's like 6%. This body like this, body is medium. I said body is 6% for 6%. That's what I just said. But I meant to say body is medium bodied, and for 6%, that's pretty impressive. I'm always happy when a lower ABV beer kind of has a little bit more of a substantial body. Mouthfeel, soft, smooth, creamy. Does have a little bit more carbonation than I'm accustomed to with their beers in general, but I think it's appropriate here for, basically American Pale Ale, even though it's a hazy. Yeah, so it's coconut. There's a decent amount of coconut here. Again, it's fresh coconut. It's in your face. It's not really toast. It's more fresh than anything. And I am getting pina colada vibes because the hops are giving off this nice, almost crushed pineapple, sweeter pineapple characteristic. So it's mixing in pina coladas all day. At the front of the tongue, though, first thing I get is orange and grapefruit, like I was getting in the nose. It's zesty, it's rindy. It's not like overly sweet or juicy. As it passes through, the pina colada hits. Coconut leading the way more than pineapple. What I love about the taste, though, is I thought this was going to be sweeter, and this is extremely balanced. Because on the second half of the palate, there is this dank, slightly herbaceous, and maybe even, we'll say like a grassy kind of moderate bitterness kind of lingers on the palate, like almost resinous to some degree. It's semi-dry, but it has a moderate bitterness, so it really balances it out. I'm digging this. 6%, you can't tell. Really good pale ale brewed with coconut. Not much more to say about it. Now, if you want to pick this one up and you are in the Chicago area and you like coconut, I feel like you'd enjoy this beer. If you don't like coconut, then stay away because it definitely has a firm coconut characteristic that is present both in the aroma and the taste. Yeah, really good beer. So, like I said, I'm going to be higher than most for this one just because I love coconut. And I think again, the name of the beer is Watch for Falling Coconuts, all right? It's brewed with coconut. They're using Sabro. You know it's going to be coconut forward, and it is. So I'm digging this one. We'll do tasting notes after I go with the score, and I'm going to give Watch for Falling Coconuts, the new recipe here, the exclusive at their taproom / retail store in Chicago. Give it a high 4.25 out of 5 and go 4.35. Not into the low 4.5s, can't give it that high, but 4.35 out of 5. Now, tasting notes, creamy coconut. Yeah. I mean, I said coconut cream, I think, in the nose. For me, it's like fresh shredded coconut. But the mouthfeel is creamy coconut. Yeah, pina colada all day long. Like, unmistakable. Pina colada for sure. And last is fresh tropical. I think that kind of falls in line with, obviously, coconuts and pineapples. I wasn't really getting much in the way of like a stone fruit or another tropical fruit. It was pretty much pineapple and coconut for me. So I'd say 2 for 3 for what I'm picking up. But fresh tropical is, how do you say, very generic as far as the tasting note goes. Price and availability, I have no idea. Other than the availability is, again, exclusive at their taproom / retail store. The price point on this one, I'd hope, is like a lot of their other pale ales, maybe $12.99, $13.99 a 4-pack. I wouldn't pay more than like $14 or $16 a 4-pack for this. $4 a can would be max I pay. But I'm just happy they sent one my way because it's just cool to be able to get an exclusive that is not making distro. So if you've had this one before, and I'd imagine you're probably in the Chicago area if you had the one that was previously brewed, the old recipe that they retired, what did you think about that one? If you've had this and the old recipe, which one did you prefer? Was the old one better? Was this one better? For me, this is a great beer because I love coconut. It's right in my wheelhouse. I'm digging it. So if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. 6%, you can't taste it because you shouldn't. And a huge thanks to Hop Butcher for all the beers, but specifically this one. I reviewed this one first just because it was the oldest, but on top of that, I love me some coconut. How many times can I say that in review? As many times as I want. Why? I don't know. Because I can. It's my channel. I'll do what I want, damn it. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one. Cheers.